The Fellowship of Christian Athletes is our proud partner in creating and presenting the Landry Award. Over 50 years ago, Tom Landry's involvement in the FCA helped cement the organization's foundation as a major influence on local athletes and coaches of all ages.
It was really his passion, the FCA was. We've heard the expression many times in reference to him where his priorities were faith, family, and football, and they really were. That's what he lived. And I think the FCA epitomizes that.
Welcome back to the Landry Award presentation. In addition to honoring the top high school football player from the DFW area, we are also presenting an award for the Coach of the Year from the North Texas region. Here are the finalists for the 2022 Coach of the Year honor: Marcus Gates of Dallas Madison High School, Mike Alexander of Grapevine High School, Bill Elliott of Salina High School, Chad Rogers of Tioga High School, and Greg George of Mansfield High School. And the 2022 Coach of the Year is Mike Alexander of Grapevine High School. Congratulations, Coach. He joins us now from Mustang Panther Stadium. An 11-2 season for the Grapevine Mustangs, a district championship, 2 playoff wins. What does this award mean to you, Coach?
Wow, that's unbelievable. Wasn't anticipating that, Bill. It means a ton, you know, because I feel like it's acknowledgement of what we try to do here, which is bring faith, family, and football together, you know. And I think in our program, we've been intentional about that over the last 6 years. And you look at, you know, how we do things with bringing families, dads, moms, kids into the field house together, and trying to honor God all the while is our number one goal. And man, I'm just really, really humbled right now. Wow.
Coach, what are you most proud of about this year's team?
Man, they loved each other well, Bill. You know, they really, this senior class did a great job dating back all the way to last January of, man, they loved each other well, Bill. You know, they really, this senior class did a great job dating back all the way to last January of when we put them into family groups, and you know, we put freshmen and sophomores in with those kids, those older guys, and they never were too big, you know, for it. They served each other well. I mean, our group leaders, you know, they filled up water bottles every day, and they folded towels, and you know, they did all the things to show the younger guys that they were important and they cared about them, and we loved each other well, and they played like it. You know, we never had a game where, you know, there was more than a moment where there was any divisiveness. I mean, it was a bunch of guys that are just, you know, fighting for each other, and you know, that's part of our Mustang DNA. You know, we say we're family, we love our brothers, and that's the thing I'm most proud of, Bill.
How important has the Fellowship of Christian Athletes been to you? Maybe even going all the way back to your high school days.
Well, yes, sir. I used to, golly, I remember my junior year, I used to lead a Fellowship of Christian Athletes little gathering, shoot, all the way back into 7th grade, now that you mention it, you know, and we've, it's always been a part of who we are, and it's just a great vehicle, you know, to bring Christ into the school and share, you know, that with every child or every student that, you know, God has a plan for your life, and God loves you, and so do we as your coaches. But it's a great avenue to do that. And Chris, our rep, he does a great job. He's always willing to give us anything that we need in those regards. And no, Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been huge in my life and in my coaching career.
Mike, your wife Mandy is principal at Grapevine Middle School. How much do you as a couple look at this as your calling, investing in the kids in Grapevine?
Mandy and I have always felt like this was our calling, you know, and even back when we were dating, you know, and she was talking about being a drill team director, and I was talking about being a coach. And then, you know, when we were young marrieds, and it was all kind of happening, and you know, we've always believed that God's placed us here to love our family and grow our own kids up, but to also do that for the kids that we that we coach and teach, you know, whether it's in football or drill team, or now she's the principal, you know, leading the building. You know, we just want kids to feel that they're loved, and want kids to know that they have a place in this world, and God's created them special.
Finally, Coach, is there a message maybe that you received from a mentor somewhere along the line that sticks with you to this day?
Yeah, I mean, golly, I've had a lot of good mentors, you know, but I've learned a lot of things. One in particular, you know, I just think of Scott Smith was my head coach when I was the defense coordinator in Rockwall, and he used to always tell our staff, we had a staff of young coaches, and he used to always say, you know, you're going to get older, you know, your body's going to wither away, but your spiritual side's never has to grow, you know, tired. You know, you're just going to get stronger and stronger spiritually, and if you'll spend the time, you know, with your relationship with Christ. And so this has been a huge, that was a huge word of advice for me back as a young coach, and it's been important, you know, growing along the way, because there's some peaks, but there's also some valleys in this business and this profession. But to have your relationship with Christ be the steadying force, you know, in your life, that's what it's all about.
Well, congratulations, Grapevine head coach Mike Alexander, the 2022 Landry Award Coach of the Year.
Thanks, Bill.